Ladies and gentlemen, Shedeur Sanders is heading to Cleveland. I could not be more excited. I could not be more happy. I could not be more, what's the best word I could use? Profound about the situation, man. I'm so happy that he just got drafted. Yes, the man had to wait to day 3 of the NFL draft. Yes, he had to wait to round 4. Yes, he got passed on multiple times and the disrespect was crazy. But guess what? I just got done watching him on Twitch after he got drafted. The family was excited. Everybody was happy. Everybody was turned. And guess what? He's going to have the most selling jerseys out of all rookies because he's going to have the best fan base. He's going to have the most support and he's going to have the most following. You better believe he's the most famous person in the world right now, especially Donald Trump tweeted about that as well. So you better believe that this man is on top of the world. And I know he's on cloud 9 with the feeling right now. Now, next up is Shiloh but it might be a little while. We might have to wait around 7, but that's okay. We are very, very happy that the Sanders brothers are going to get drafted, period. And one has already been drafted and is off the market now. I can't, but I personally predict, this is what my prediction is. I think that Shedeur is going to have a going to have a chance to win his job in Cleveland week after week after week. You see, because Cleveland ain't too profound on Deshaun Watson, and Cleveland ain't too big on their quarterback situation right now. And they are also looking to rebuild, and will have to rebuild within the next couple years, especially when his contract is up, because you're not going to renew him. So you best believe you have a quarterback of a future here of Shedeur Sanders, and you have your future is right in your hands with this quarterback here. Now, Shedeur is going to come in here and he's going to be playing backup and he's going to be learning from Deshaun. He's going to be learning and he's going to be getting better and better and better. And this is going to only put up his documentary is going to be so legendary because he is legendary, but his documentary is going to be so legendary now because of this situation and how unique this situation is. It puts him in a different limelight. It puts him in a different space and a different level of spotlight. I mean, he is literally on fire right now as he has been trending on Twitter for the last 3 days of the NFL draft because everybody knows that all these owners got together and said, we will not take him in round 1, in round 2, or round 3. We will wait till the final day of the draft and draft him in round 4. And we will embarrass him, his father, and his family and make them feel way lesser and way lower than they have ever felt in their life. And I think that is the biggest slap in the face that you could ever do to a family that has been this great, to a family that has been on point like this with how Deion Sanders has been as great as he was in college, as great as he was in the NFL. And then you raise sons and daughters that are also great and that are also great people. And people want to talk about him being arrogant, and people want to talk about him flexing the watch and him, what the draft interviews were saying and what. Man, turn on the tape. The boy can play. And I was sick to my stomach because for a second, I'm not going to lie to you guys, for a second, I actually thought he was not going to get drafted at all. And I'm watching the draft in amazement. I'm like, never are they playing in my boy's face like this. I mean, my group chat is going off and saying people were saying that he was not going to get drafted or thinking he wasn't going to get drafted. And it literally set me so off the edge that I almost wanted to cry for my boy because this is a man's lifelong dream. It's a dream to get to the NFL for boys. It's a dream to get to the NBA for boys. Like to make it to this night, to this day, after you put in all the hours, all the work, all the film, and you didn't show it on display that you are one of the great players in your class. And to be slapped in the face and try to be diminished of your character and try to be diminished of how good you are and try to be basically throw a RICO against you to being drafted. I mean, this hurt my heart. I'm just so happy that my boy is now back on top and now back on the map because this feels like this was supposed to happen. Like this feels like it was meant to be. And now that he is going to be in Cleveland, you better believe this is going to be the hottest summer Cleveland has ever had. It is going to be the hottest fall camp Cleveland has ever had, the hottest rookie mini camp, the hottest. The Cleveland Browns are going to be on Hard Knocks. You can book that. either this year or next year, the Cleveland Browns are going to be on NFL Hard Knocks because the attention and the amount of people that are going to want to see everything that Shedeur does from this point moving forward is going to be through the roof. And there's nothing you or I can do to be able to stop this. And now but here's the funny thing though. Now, as I just said on my TikTok, literally, see, the starting quarterback role now for the Cleveland Browns is now on the hot seat week after week and for the rest of his career while Shedeur is there. I don't care if Shedeur signs for a 1-year deal off this fourth round pick. You better believe every week they're going to be talking about, will Shedeur get a chance here? Will Shedeur get a chance here? Will Shedeur play here? Don't get it twisted. Of course, as a fourth round pick, you're going to have to come in and learn. Of course, you're not even getting paid to be playing right away. You're supposed to be a second string or third string, really just third string or fourth string if you're being fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round, if we're being brutally honest. But since he is who he is, since he is as good as he is and his dad is as great as he was, he now has to be put on the spotlight like he has always been his whole entire life. But this also brings me to another conclusion. This explains everything and the reason why LeBron James did what he did with his son Bronny. When Bronny was at USC as a freshman, Bronny was, of course, projected to come out that freshman year at the start of the season or during the commitment and during the signing process. As the season went along, Bronny didn't even start. He came off the bench and was barely averaging 4 points, a couple rebounds, couple assists maybe. Was barely averaging anything to be even a college level Division I player. It was that bad. And guess what? Bronny still came out this year. And guess what the Los Angeles Lakers did? LeBron James used his power because guess what? He's still the king of the NBA or king of the team that he is on or the franchise that he's a part of with the owners and the gyms. And he still runs everything that he is a part of. Why? Because he's still at the age of 40, one of the top 10 players in the NBA. And because he has so much power, guess what LeBron James did? He said, oh, y'all not going to play with my son. Because at one point in time, they took him off of the upcoming draft and put him in the next year's class draft. That's how bad it got for Bronny in college. And you know what LeBron James did? Knocked on the door, stepped right up in there, put that crown on, and said, draft my son. And guess what the Los Angeles Lakers did? They drafted his son. And not only did the Los Angeles Lakers draft his son, but he was the highest paid rookie out of the entire second round draft. Bronny signed to a 4-year, $8 million deal. Bronny's making $2 million a year as a 55th pick rookie in the second round. It's unheard of. But this is what happens when you are black. You better use your power to put your people on, or they will diminish your character, like how they tried to diminish Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders and the Sanders family. I'm very happy for Shedeur. I'm very proud of the Cleveland Browns. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan for life now, and a Cleveland Browns fan supporter for life now. You got a good one in two. Legendary. If you are new here, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment of your choice. If you are returning, I appreciate you as well. I'll be back soon.